Hi guys, it's Naglaa. I'm here with a new video reading for twin flames and for divine partners. This reading is going to be covering the energy of the full moon that is happening on December 12th. This is a full moon in the sign of Gemini, while the sun is currently in the sign of Sagittarius. So this is going to be the energy that is actually happening in this current time, but it's also, as with anything that relates to energy and energetic changes, it starts before the event, and the energy keeps carrying forward. Before I get started with the reading, because I pulled some cards already and I want to be tapping into them when I get started. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, soulspeak.com, or contact me directly if you have any questions. You can follow my work on my Facebook group page, Soul Speak, and you can follow me on Instagram, where I also post a lot of my, information that I channel, and information that I feel that is meant to be shared for the collective. So that would be great if you want to follow my work. So let's just start it with the energies currently. Because the energies of the full moon, I'm really starting to feel them. I've been feeling them for a while now, like even since I did my reading for the month, which is the new moon energy. The energy of the full moon has been coming much faster, even for me, and even for the collective. We are really feeling that energy. The first reading that I did on the new moon, it really started with the idea, and with the idea that we are going through some major change, and it really builds up the energies towards the solar eclipse that's happening at the end of December. And also going through the December 12/12 gateway, or it's the portal of energy that happens and peaks around the December 12th on the calendar. So, what I'm feeling in general with the energies is right now, when we are going through full moon energies, full moon represents releasing energies. It's the time when things get so highlighted that we work on releasing that energy. And again, we all are on our own specific journeys, even though the collective is going through the major highlights of the energies together. But each one on an individual basis, the energies work for us can be a little different based on where we are exactly on our ascension and where we are. For the collective of twin flames, the I pulled actually a couple cards came, and I wanted to choose only one for the overall energy of the union. And I'm going to show you two of them at the same time. The two of them are at the same time. So the first one is a man holding a coin, and the second one is the angel of love. Um, I feel right now that we are going through this period of change where we are really focusing on our material lives, our setting of the foundations, like really what makes gives us better foundations for the new year. Remember, like we are working right now for major endings of what we've been working on for the calendar year, and also setting or planting specific seeds for the beginning of the new year. So we're really focused on our material lives. We're focused on creating a life, what we need to create in our life to bring more love and harmony in it. And I'm feeling a lot with these cards is the overall union is, and it's both for both energies, for both masculine and feminine. We're carrying both energies at the same time, but some of us really like when if you're a masculine representing the masculine energy, and there's some of us who represent the feminine energies. So both energies really, if I look at that, this is masculine and feminine energies that the our masculine energies are going to be focusing more on material foundations, and at the same time the feminine energies are bringing more love into that. So we are looking into creating a better foundation, better situations, better environments for our own families, for the overall union, how it will work with maybe two families blending together, two households blending together, two people blending in together. So all of that is being worked on right now. So I feel it's more of a practical approach, not just a spiritual approach. So it's really bringing our spiritual changes into a more physical presence. And I feel both energies are actually working on that, because if we're bringing, if we really want to follow our souls, we have to bring love in any decision and any foundation that we're really creating. It has to come from our love and freedom of our souls. Um, it was amazing. Like the bottom of my deck was that caring connection. So it's really about the harmony that can happen in the union between the masculine and the feminine energies. So it's building families, um, building partnerships, and we're doing that in all aspects of our lives. But in the union itself, it's how we can practically bring this more into a physical existence, like really the details of it, the logistics of having the union happen on a more of a physical sense, like we're really bringing it down to our earthly existence, not just in spirit, because we've been working on it in spirit, and now it's time to get to the bottom of this and really work um, on how we can really work this out. The masculine energies, the first card that came for them is union. So I feel that's another positive sign that our masculine sides, and again, it's a reflection that is happening in both. There's not a gender specific. It's happening in both energies, feminine and masculine. But our ability to take action, which is our masculine energies, are really taking those steps towards um, making our unions more of a physical existence. Like we really see it on seeing it on the ground. Like we've been grounding our union energies. So I'm feeling this more of a positive physical action, because the masculine energies represent our ability to take an action, which is a physical and a material event. So we are taking physical actions that will bring more harmony into our union. So our masculine energies are really working on progressing into that. Like I'm feeling them more recognizing this idea of the partnership with their divine feminine. The second card is celebration. So I'm feeling more the masculine energies are working on celebrating life, celebrating unions, and celebrating love. Um, there are like four butterflies in this card. So I'm feeling with it is like, okay, we're bringing things into, like there's transformation, but the transformation is happening on in so many different categories, like in many different fields. So it's not just celebrating love as one aspect, but also bringing a transformative action into different aspects of our lives. So it could be a material, it could be about jobs, it could be about residence, it could be um, about how we our lifestyles. So it's like when I'm looking at this card and I interpret, if you have been following my readings, I interpret cards intuitively, like what I'm channeling from them. So it's not really what is on the card and what meaning, but what I'm feeling. Like I'm feeling her. She's really catching these butterflies and bringing them like to her existence. So each butterfly represents an aspect, and we're pulling down these aspects um, towards our experience. So, and each one represents a transformation in one of our in a part of our life, like in a column, or if you're what they're showing me, like we're building a home, and you can see the foundation being poured, and you can see all these columns, and you see all these pillars that life is being built on, and each butterfly represents an aspect. This is mind, body, soul, and ether. So it's a representation of all these different aspects all coming together. With the masculine energies are all are really setting the foundations for that and bringing them down to the experience. The message is coming from the divine masculine to their feminine energy is through love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So what they're really saying is we're acknowledging that love. We're really working on it. Um, we understand the purity of that love that has been um, existing between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. With this, like if I look at this card, um, I see him holding her really with so much nurturing and so much um, tenderness. It's like for the first time, she's able to lean back and not be afraid because he's holding her back. Like he's really, I got your back. And that's what I feel with them. It's like it's a protective sense. It's like it's time for the divine feminine. That's what they really want to bring into the experience. They want the divine feminine to be able to lean on them and to really rest and to feel comforted that their presence is here and they're not going away. They're not running away anymore from this divine connection. And if you look at the bag behind them, an angel, the romance angel is right there. So this is, and it's on his shoulder, like I can feel it on his shoulder. So this is the divine really interfering on our behalf to support the masculine energy to receive those angelic messages. The divine feminine, our divine feminine aspect of our energies is currently healing abundance situations and working on abundance. I just posted recently a channel message on abundance. So go back into my Facebook page and you can look into it and read about abundance and what it really means. And I feel our feminine sides are, um, they're tuning in more into the abundance mentality. And that again is reflected in all of us, masculine or feminine. But I feel our masculine energies, our feminine energies, I apologize, are really working on understanding abundance and feeling abundant in everything in our lives. Because again, that will be reflected into the masculine energies. So this is what the feminine is really working on. And I'm looking, here's what the feminine is bringing: love. So they are really working on creating a safety net when we feel safe in our abundance and feeling abundant. And it's not about finances, it's about abundant in love, abundant in health, abundant in all the things that really matter in our lives. And when it comes to finances, for example, if we have what we need on everyday basis, then we are fully abundant. This is bringing more happiness and joy, like really making feeling grounded, feeling safe in the material choices, feeling safe in the love choices as well. The second thing that the feminine energies are working on is on release. And it's great because it's coming with the full moon energy. But I really want to read that not just in release. I feel it's ascension energies. Like I feel her rising up, leaving things behind. Like she doesn't really want to touch the ground, doesn't really want to touch earth. So she's really ascending up high. And funny enough, like even what's behind her here, this looks like a full moon. So it's a release because we are bringing in more light codes, light energies that are helping us ascend much higher. And when we're ascending, where do we really ascend? We ascend into the heavens. Our bodies, our spirits, our souls are ascending into the heavens. The heavens are made of love. So we're really tapping into that energy of love. And that's what really we are um, releasing. We're releasing a lot of the old so the new can come in. Our connections to our bodies, our health, our connection to nature, So we're really tapping more into those divine companions in our lives, because that's our bodies are our divine companions in a way, that body that we live in. And also tapping into what is being offered to us from the universe. And that's really where how we can ascend, is by using the resources around us. What the divine feminine is working on and sending as a message to the masculine. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I feel for some of the divine feminine energies, they are right now reaching a point where they recognize that their journey is really highly connected to their divine masculine, their twin flame, or their divine companion, their divine partner. Um, for some, maybe some confusion has been happening. They, for some of the divine feminine, they've been really wondering who's my divine companion, or uh, questioning who's your twin flame. But I feel for some who has been really confused, you're gonna know, like your sense of knowing is gonna be really increased and heightened. So you're really gonna understand if you have that confusion happening. That's not for all divine feminine, but for some of them, I feel that's their message. You're gonna really see a lot highlighted that will help you really understand your connection, not only to your twin flame, but also to other companions in your life, other soulmates. Um, so I feel really, you're gonna, I want to say, like for some of them, for some of the divine, you're gonna hear from your divine partner. You're gonna hear from your twin with this card. So if you've been, out of communication for a while, this is gonna be coming up. That's what they really wanted me to say now. Um, what is the overall advice for us? Like, really, what is the overall advice that I got from the angels? So, our first card is Hello from Heaven. It's Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and fear the loving blessing. Um, this is really a message from our ancestors, our spirit guides. They're saying that no matter where you see yourself today, and especially the month of December is bringing this tempest of change, new ideas and new thoughts. They're saying that we're really here and we're actually guiding you. So tap into that potential. And I feel that's really for both. That's for both energies. Like, use heaven, use your power of prayer, use the power of connecting to the divine, connecting to what you believe in, the gods, goddesses, the angels, what you believe in. This is they like the best that will get you through this current time and the challenge that might come with it. Our egos are really, for some, they're feeling some fears of the change. So they're really saying that the heavens are really here. There's no need to be worried about. And I feel for some, if you have parents that have been, passed to the, past, you're gonna feel the presence much more. You might be dreaming about them. You might feel more hints. So your loved ones on the other side are really coming through with guidance and with material help. The spirits are helping you in a physical sense. I love this card. The second card is Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. It's the same kind of message that is coming from Archangel Azrael, Archangel Raziel, with his beautiful golden aura. It's our gift of sight. It's our gift. And they're saying our sights are going to be 2020. And even though 2020, the year is coming forward, our sights right now is like a 2020 vision. So being able to see clearly our steps, being able to follow these steps and what guidance is coming to you from heaven. This is where December, and this is really what this gateway of the 1212 really means for us. It means that a gateway is a time where the energy is concentrating, like we're getting positive energies, light codes, um, coming towards us, and these energies are helping us ascend. They're helping us release the past, and they're saying upload upload the new energies, like to really it becomes part of your belief system. 1212 will mean for many of us it's an ending of an era. It's an ending, and even though we're going into a 10 year cycle coming up next year, but it really is for many of us, and depends where you are in your ascension journey, or where you are in your twin flame journey, or your personal journey. This is a closure of the past. And it's been, this is something that has been coming to us from the 1111 gateway. If you remember my energies in my post and my video on 1111, I said this is an alignment gateway, which helped us be in balance. And now, as we are heading, we're going into this energies that we are currently feeling, actually the full moon. We are more in alignment, and this is going to show us, because of that alignment, what doors of the past that we are closing, and what doors of the new that is coming in, the opportunities coming in. Let me just see what else is coming from Spirit. Many of the twin flame, or those on the twin flame path, and all those on the divine path, our clarity is really coming in, and hence that's our clairvoyance. Our ability to understand our unions are going to be shifting on another level. We are always shifting, but right now it's like even the way we understand what union energies mean for us, what oneness energies mean for us, this understanding is becoming even clearer than what it was in the past. Like as we're going into that 1212 gateway. And by the eclipse season, we are going to see the ending of how we used to see things, and now we're going to be expanding much more with our union energies, because the union energies are an ever expanding energy. It's not a static energy, it's a dynamic energy. So always pay attention to the signs from Spirit, because you are always going to have to be growing. It's not just going to be about you. I know we think of the union itself like I'm living with my twin and we're married, or we are committed in a physical sense to each other, and that's the highlight of that union. The union is an expansive energy of oneness. It's an expansive energy of love that is meant to keep expanding. It's not just going to be just waiting. If that's what Spirit wants us, it's just to be with someone and living in the same house. It's not really what it's all about. It's about how we can all tap into our hidden potential, how not only we're doing that in ourselves and understanding our authentic selves and becoming our authentic selves, but it's also about how our energies are helping the collective, not just for twins, but also the collective of Earth. We're raising the vibration of planet Earth. And we're doing that in so many different fields, so many different aspects of our lives, and not by force and not by pushing, but really by becoming. This is where we're heading. We are becoming our union energies. Spirit is really saying right now is not to worry about the details of how things are manifesting, because I get a lot of questions about timing, and many worry about the idea of time. And I hear that a lot, that especially from the divine feminine, they say, or more from the divine feminine energies, they say, I've been working on this for years and the masculine has not been doing anything. It's impossible that no one's doing anything. We're always working together. And it doesn't matter the timing here, because it's irrelevant when it comes to Spirit. And even though you may, in your perception, see that another person is not doing much, they are really still working with you. With your own energy, we come with our own agendas, we come with our own spiritual journey. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other. Like, we gotta really remember oneness energy. We're all coming from the same Spirit. And we're here to work as a team, and each couple have their own journey. They have their own scenarios. They have their own templates that we have to work on, and also ancestral and bloodline karma that we really have to heal, and specific activation steps that have to happen on specific timelines. So be open to that. Be open to where you are in this moment today. If we keep looking at the past, then this is something, we're going to be, if you keep looking behind you, then this is where you're going to be. You're going to be there. But when you're looking into a twin flame connection and a union, the union is in this now moment. That's what spirit really wants to explain about the idea of time. It is in this now moment. And even though we're healing what we feel is in our past, it's happening in this moment, in this now moment. And we're what we're building for the future, we are actually doing it also in this moment. So everything about our union energies is in this moment. Time again is really irrelevant. If we want to calculate things with our ego mind, then the time will it manifests in ways that we can't even expect, we can't even understand fully, because this is a huge energy that we are bringing down to planet Earth. So I feel this is what's happening right now with this full moon energy, and I'll be tapping more to energies as I move forward with this. And I will let you enjoy enjoy what's happening with December, and to spend more time taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, taking care of what matters, and the priorities that you are creating in your own life. So if you need to connect with me for a private reading, I'll leave the details of it below, and I'll talk to you soon.